Callista Elise. So this is going to be a fearsome deck. So we're actually in a lot of trouble with the Broadwing. So single combat and Radiant Guardian are actually going to be super key for us. Diamond since when? Anyway, let's go. Yeah, we got the Diamond with Scouts last stream. And let me tell you, that the Scout stream was a slaughter fest. Yeah, we're definitely in trouble. Yeah, I'll block. It's like keeping the Broadwing at 3 HP to combo with single combat isn't really a thing. Because they could just respond with like Vile Feast or something anyway, or heaven forbid Quicksand. So I think it's better to just defend my HP total. Triple Rangers is very dirty. I've been telling everybody, right, that Ranger's Resolve is like a really cracked card. And nobody seemed to like recognize. New Quicksand is also pretty wild. I'm going to cash in the Broadwing here just to deal 2 damage. Yeah, against a deck like this, you got to get Radiant Guardian or you die. Sick. Alright, mission accomplished, fam. This is exactly the scenario I predicted where Vile Feast stops the Broadwing. But I think we're good here. Radiant Guardian's got just enough beef to carry. If I let this all go through, then Elise will flip, but I gotta do what I gotta do. They did have the Vengeance. Matron. So let's see. Callista's going to live. Elise is going to flip. What's worse for me? Elise flipping is worse for me. This hand is why you need Islander. Again, we'll have to see how it goes. They could have second Elise. And they don't. Yeah, so we're Daijobu. Play Galio, get Tanky Spider. Next round we got Matron, Lady of Clouds. Ooh, they whiff. That's harsh. Attacking like this is a bit int because we're feeding the Callista, but I've got to keep their board narrow. This game is just showing me that Sir made this deck when the meta was slow. You'll need the early game back. Noted. And if they develop, they get hella punished. Yeah, cool, cool, cool. And to be fair, I think the popularity of this deck might have caused the fearsome, like, meta. To like, bully it. Because fearsome's been on the rise for a little bit. So we can go Spectral Matron. Lady of Clouds. So we get some fearsome blockers here. Yeah, you have to know that this is the Matron deck. You can't not pressure me on round 8. Why am I seeing everyone play the Spectral CITHRIA deck? Because we're just contractually obligated to give it a try. Because big green number. Viego doesn't scale enough. Is this deck popular? Yeah. It's doing pretty good. The trick is that because Lady of Clouds doubles the HP, it levels your Galio and then you start rallying. So then you win the game like that. That's why Galio's in the deck. I punted away 100 HP playing the Drizbo pile, so I'm down to play anything. Is that the 3-1-1-1? Oh my god, Glor. That's been an ancient forbidden prophecy of mine that eventually there would be like enough good champions in the game that people would start running those sorts of spreads unironically. I mean, let's see if they're running Ruination. Nope. Oh, baby, a triple. Hi ho, hi ho. It's off to work we go. Do 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 do. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. Makeshift catastrophe. So yeah, that's GALIO has the fattest ass in Legends of Runeterra. It was also considered a meme back then, too. You gotta remember, like, all the way up to and even after Duckling won the seasonal tournament with Lady of Clouds, everybody thought that this deck was a gigantic meme. But when the meta's good for it, you legit just win. Yes, GALIO actually just sits on you and you die. So, the only real threat in that deck is, like, Jaw Hunter, but we're attacking on evens. No, we're attacking on odds. I always mix those up. We're attacking on odds. So, I feel like I could get away with keeping this hand. Because we have Matron, we have a decent curve, and then we just have, like, oh, there it is. All the pieces are here. The gang's all here. Coral Creek. How? So, how do I keep running into the deep players that are running these incredibly wild forbidden techs? Brother, you can keep anything. You're facing deep. It's really true. it's actually true. That you just don't. I've never been beaten down by deep in my life. Do we actually attack? So here's the thing, right? Yeah, we'll just attack. Wait till Gragas comes, we're gonna die of Crush Syndrome. I could see that, where like he has a thing where like he drinks out of his barrel and he gets like formidable for a round. You've gotten beat down by deep before? For me, it's never happened. So they don't have Jaw Hunter, so we can just play Kindred. They would need to have Black Spear in that deck. Do you still think there's tons of Monoshrima going around, or not so much? According to the latest stats, the play rate for it is still pretty high, considering the win rate is starting to level off a bit around like 52 or 53%. Shakedown. Oh, it creates a random 1-cost spell. Man, Shakedown. Oh, you lost the mirror because you got beat down? Monostream is also the 1000 LP deck in EMEA. Is that the standard version, or is that the Zillion version that we've been seeing a little bit lately? Coral Creatures created this card. Again, the idea is that your opponent has to jump through a lot of hoops answering the Kindred, and it buys you a lot of tempo. That's sort of the idea. So we're actually just chilling. We don't care if Kindred dies. At least they use both of their random Coral Creatures cards, so I don't have to, like, really be concerned. But also, Keck W, Coral Creatures, like, creating incredibly impactful 1-mana spells for my opponent. Yeah, I hear that Caitlyn Swain is still doing quite well. I could trade and then set up Radiant Guardian. They probably don't do anything if I pass, though, yeah. Oh, another Kindred. What did we play? Galileo. That way we just have him in play for Matron next round. Ship Recorder. Ship Recorder. They're 8 from deep. If I swing, I get punished by double jettison. I'll pass. If I keep the HP really high on the Protege, then doubling it with Lady of Clouds is going to be a banger. Yeah, I should have Vialed to see if they would take an action. This is a bit of a shame that I have to sack here so I don't die to Atrocity. What if I did go down to 11? And yeah, then Atrocity's kind of sad. But then I have single combat to beat Atrocity once they go deep. This is all for the sake of keeping an extra body in play with the Lady of Clouds. But yeah, if I Vialed last turn as well, I'd have the 1/1 to block here, rather than have to sacrificing the Protege. So that's a bit sad. Ooh. But what if I play a Radiant Guardian? Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit more greed here. Shield of Durand is a little bit OP. They could probably backload the HP gain a little bit. Rather than +3, +2, maybe make it +2, then +3. Wonder if they're running Ruination. I guess we'll find out. Galio still has Spell Shield. They're running Coral Creatures, so they have a nod towards surviving the early game. So I don't know. They got Keelbreaker. That doesn't help them, though. Yeah, exactly. He still hits, like, really, really hard. I can just single combat and kill the Nautilus. But I'd rather just save it to stop any sort of desperate Atrocity things. Because now I have Galio leveled up, so I'm just going to rally and kill them. What's this masterpiece of a deck? This deck is like no joke. You're playing it and you're like, oh no. If I do this, I rally. So they have to Vengeance this so I don't rally. Well, nice knowing you, Chief. Play the second Cythria. Y'all are mean. Listen, you gotta end the game. You can't be like, I gotta get bigger, greener numbers.